Hey, you lovely folk, it is Rosanna, RozyGlow here. I hope you're well. It is far too hot to be wearing anything other than bikini, so please bear with me. And I have just pre-recorded, although we'll have to see, I might be doing it live again soon, the full moon meditation. Now we have full moon tomorrow, okay, and that full moon is in Virgo. So it's bringing up neurosis, it's bringing up health issues. Welcome those of you who are joining me. And I have been brewing this particular video for a long time, and it has really been about toxic friendships, you know. So it's about us understanding how we influence others in our relationships. Hello, welcome everybody who's joining. And, you know, what this is about is it's an invitation not to judge yourself. It's an invitation to recognize we all do this. So, you know, the whole concept of being an energy vampire, we are all energy vampires. We have all found ways to be able to siphon energy from others, because the conditioning that we've actually had is that we cannot connect directly ourselves to source, that we actually need an intermediary, whether that's a priest, a rabbi, going to church, getting down on your hands and knees, going to someone who's more holy than you are to be our counsel. And what happens with friendships, and it's very important to remember this, is birds of a feather flock together. So we tend to attract people that are a vibrational match to us at a particular time. But what happens with that is we grow and we evolve, and at some stage we need to evolve past friendships that aren't serving us anymore, because what is happening is we notice that they antagonize us, bring us down, we can't be in our truth. But what I wanted to do was just to invite everybody to reflect on what friendship actually means to you. Okay, so what do you feel a friend is for? Because I do come across quite a lot of people, especially in Brighton and the surrounds, that focus a lot on community and the value of community. And we know, for example, if we have children, that it takes a whole village to raise a child, and you know that ultimately if we are nuclear families and we're really condensed, and we end up suffering as a result of that. So we need the connections around us. But there are always people in our lives that we tend to dread seeing, or we avoid having communication with. You may have noticed this at school as well, that, you know, there was always the kid that you kind of were like, oh God, what do I do now? Like, you know, like, and we've all had it, right? So what I want to get to is what it means to be a friend. And I don't believe friends are there in your life to just go, oh, they're there, poor you, yes, that's terrible, you must really be suffering, da-da-da-da-da, off you go. I believe true friendship is about soul growth. So it's being able to actually step in and to say, all right, you know, you're showing up like this, this is what I'm picking up, this is how it feels to me being around you right now. What is it that you're wanting as an end result? So there's a level of accountability. And those of us who are in a process of awakening we'll find that there are times we'll become very, very sensitive to other people as we're going through our own processing, and we can't actually be around them. And then later on, as we've cleared our own issues around stuff and we've got stronger and we have shifted our energy, we won't be triggered by them in the same way. But what normally happens with friendships that I see a lot of, and I've encountered it in my own friendships, I've encountered it in my family members as well, and I've needed to actually apply a discipline that's like, whoa, hold on a minute. As we grow consciously, if you're having a hard time and you need to reach out, that's absolutely fine, no problem with that. But you might want to check in with me first. That's what a friend does, to see whether I am actually in a capacity to hold space for you right now, because I might not be. And that is part of being a conscious friend, is like, right, I'm having a tough time. Are you able to witness me right now? Are you able to hold space for me right now? Because I'm seeking to help myself feel better, and I really value your input. That's why we go to our friends, if we are conscious about it. If we're not conscious about it, what happens is we feel shit. We want to contact someone to share that we are feeling shit, and we will puke emotionally on them. Thanks, Sarah, thanks. Lots of love to you too, darling. Yeah, we will then basically go to them, thank you Ingrid, hello, and we will puke our toxicity over them. We will basically tell them how crap we feel, we need help, we want them to listen, we will puke it all out, and we will want them to make us feel better. So on a simple level, the way that they feel better if they say nothing, or the way they help us feel better if they say nothing, is we just purge all this negativity out of us onto them. They take it into their energy field. Anyone who has teenagers, You'll know what I mean by this. And as a result of that, you will feel, the person who was doing the dumping will feel temporarily better because they've cleared that. And they're like, oh, I feel better now. Thanks so much for listening. Have a nice day. Bye. But what you've done is you've just dumped a whole load of crap on your friend, on the people you apparently care about. So, you know, that's not conscious friendship, that's not loving friendship. And if you find that people don't have time for you, they avoid you, they tell you they have a time limit in how long they can speak to you, that's a sign that they don't find it easy to be with you in friendship. They don't find it easy to be in truth with you. And I have had friends who've contacted me who've said, oh, I'm desperate, I need your help right now, are you around? And, you know, if I'm around, I'm around. If I'm not, I'm not. Usually I'm teaching. And I haven't put my boundaries in place, and they've turned up, and I've had the expectation that someone's died in their life or something really awful has happened, and really they're just having a bit of a hard time feeling sorry for themselves and making a mountain out of a molehill, for want of a better word. And the expectation is that I'm there to listen, to help them feel better. And if I say anything to them, because you don't want to come to me if you're not feeling great, by the way, because I'm not going to do the pity party with you, and I'm not going to sit and wallow with you. I'm really annoying to be around, because I will get you to take responsibility. And if you're my friend, you know that I want you to help me do that as well. I don't want you to sit there and just go, oh, you poor love, that's terrible. Although I do have friends who do that, but I do like them to hold me accountable. And even if I challenge them, I still want to be held accountable. So it's the same thing here, is that if you find your friend is really suffering and you're reflecting to them how they may be contributing to their own suffering, and all they're doing is constantly batting back to you, no, you're not right because of this, no, you're not right because of this, no, you're not because... You know what? That's not friendship. That's just like a battle of energies that's going on. So it is really important as we grow and evolve as souls to move beyond that. And so what is the difference? You know, how do we show up in our friendships? What do we expect from our friendships? These are important questions to ask. And what do we want from a friendship moving forward as we grow more conscious? Because for me,